My name is Sebastian and I'm playing Oswald.
My name is Amelia and I'm playing Regina.
I'm Jerry and I'm the director.
Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm playing Helene Alving.
I'm Alex and I'm playing Pastor Manders.
And I'm Rob and I'm playing Jacob Engstrand.
I always thought about Ibsen. I always enjoyed his work, and I bought a copy of Richard Eyre's version. He directed the Almeida version back in 2013, something like that. Yeah, and I read it and I thought, wow, what a beautifully focused play this is. I was just immediately taken with the style and the writing, and of course the storyline. So I thought, yeah, I really would like to try and stage this, and fortunately the theatre here allowed me to put it on. So here we are.
I went along to the auditions thinking, okay, this is just a tryout to find out what it's like to be in an audition, and Jerry offered me the part. But meantime, I'd read the play and I suddenly realised what a hugely powerful play it is. You know, I've arrived at a point now where every time I look at the text, I learn new things about it and the craft of the way it's been put together.
It's a real journey of discovery.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've never acted in an Ibsen before and I've always wanted to. The depth and complexity of story and character that Ibsen gets is incredible. That there's so much story, it's such... He manages to get so much happening into so few words. It's a pretty short, quick story, but there's so much in there. And this translation really brings it to life. But Richard has really brought it to a kind of, makes it feel contemporary. So yeah, really thrilled to be cast in it.
I sort of was first introduced to Ibsen in my teens, and courtesy of a couple of magnificent productions by a director called David Thacker. Ibsen sort of shining a light on moral hypocrisy really appealed to my teenage self. And particularly, and the thing that's continued to fascinate me is his sort of exploration of the saving lie, you know, and that idea of, are any secrets and lies positive, or are they all ultimately sort of destructive? And what appealed to me immediately when I first saw Ibsen was just the way that Ibsen, like Shakespeare, like Tennessee Williams, like Terence Rattigan, he just seems to get under the skin of women. And it appealed to me when I was 16, and it appeals to me now as a woman in a very different decade. Yeah.
I think what attracted me most to the play was that I have also loved Ibsen since I was a teenager. And when I was 13, I went to see a production of A Doll's House in London, and it just changed the course of my life. It was breathtaking. It was Hattie Morahan as Nora. And from that day onwards, I have studied drama and theatre ever since. And I think what Ibsen does so beautifully is he captures that kind of the female captivity within patriarchy. I think he explores, which is really, really powerful. And I think a lot of his female characters are really strong, and he just really captures that inner female strength and the sacrifices that we make, and also those moments of epiphany where the female characters realise that the society is not built in their favour. So I have always wanted to be in an Ibsen play, and I'm so happy to finally be in one, and I hope it won't be my last.
I'll be so honest, my answer is so much more shallow than everyone else's. You know, I was in dire need of wanting to do a naturalistic role for quite a while. And I remember as soon as the audition was posted, I'd like to think I was pretty early on it. I emailed Jerry straight away because I thought, yes, this is it. There is a young man, he's in his mid-20s. I myself am not, but suspension of disbelief. And I went to the library, printed off the extracts, and I also read the play, but no, I liked it. And I was drawn to it because it was a role that, well, he's a big drama queen, Oswald. He's a big character. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going, but you know, that's been very fun to explore. I'll be so honest with you. Oswald Alving is all over the place. Do you want me to say more?
Don't give away the plot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Oswald Alving, he is all over the place. He is very human. He's going through a lot.
Yes, because he has a big secret which he only reveals.
Well, he does. He does have a big secret. He has lots of things which he's kept very private to himself, and no one else knows about this. And he's come back home, and his fortunes have suddenly changed. And it ties into what he wants to achieve and the hand that he's been dealt. And I'm not going to say any more.
At the beginning of the play, she has kind of grown up in Helene Alving's house as the maid, and she's got her father, Jacob, who for years has been quite an erratic drunk, who has kind of really put her through quite a lot. And so she feels very secure at Helene's, but that is threatened at the start of the play when her father is going to take her away for his next business venture, which is doomed to fail. Or is it? Regina knows that she needs to find a way out and that she needs to find a way to elevate herself. So she is working towards that. And she's very pleased that Oswald is home.
Well, we've just let the story tell itself. I think it's something that just flows naturally. And I think that's what we've really enjoyed in working on this, is just letting it happen. Just believe in the story and just let it take you. And also working here in the intimacy of the studio, because it's important to feel that we're all as one in this story.
Because I got the feeling that it is sort of an ensemble piece.
I think that's very important, that it's not just my interpretation. I want to stage it. I believe in the play. I want it to be a success, but it's everyone around us. I mean, it's the actors, it's the crew, it's everyone in the theatre. It's something we all share and believe in.
For me, she's like a phoenix from the ashes of a deeply unhappy marriage. 10 years since her husband's death. It's for her, when we see her at the beginning of the play, this is a new beginning. And I think for her, the most important thing, her real journey is discovering the courage to speak her truth. And she needs to do that so that she can really live in her present fully, particularly with her boy, her beloved boy, and I don't know, maybe Pastor Manders, but I'm not saying any more, otherwise I will spoil the plot.
Pastor Manders is in many ways the sort of physical manifestation of the patriarchal society within which this play is set. He arrives to do a business deal here and to oversee the dedication of a memorial, and things gradually unravel for him. And 3 men arrive at this house, but each of these men brings a pretty major secret, which is revealed through the play and really has an impact on this bright new start that Mrs. Alving has hoped for today.
I'd never really looked at it like that before, but you're so right.
I love
it's a
that.
clever way to look at it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
See, we're still discovering things.
I think my character is easier to describe. He's a drunk and a grifter who basically needs money to feed his dissolute lifestyle and doesn't care how he makes it or who he gets it from and how he treats people along the way. He's got no respect for anybody. He's just looking after himself all the time. If you look at the overall feel of the play, I think those small kind of goods and evils in all of those people are writ large in Jacob Engstrand, who just takes all the evil things and does them to people.